Hello there, ladies and gentlemen, Sigil here, welcome back to another video. So in this one we're going to try Puppets, Multiverse, Black Lightning. And we're going to take a look at the second special mainly, because this is going to do constant hazard dot damage, and that's pretty decent. So let's see how it goes when we spam this. It's going to have the metahuman passive, which is probably my favorite passive, because it gives me lethal damage. We're going to have Puppets. Now the build, I probably will change the build in the future, because I'm missing some stats here, but Flash is gonna give them to me. Kind of a build for my Multiverse Black Lightning to work with the Flash passive. It's this one. But at the same time, I don't really need Flash. So I could have put another character in there and just gotten the additional crit damage and crit chance on the Black Adam build. We're also gonna showcase a bit of Red Hood here with the Class Ascension, because in fights where you're gonna have Red Hood in here to use the super move to extend the fight duration anyway, you might as well also power generate with him a little bit. So yeah, let's see how this goes. But again, keep in mind that here we have a lot of passive stats. Excuse me. I'm probably also gonna try this on the secondary account too, so stay tuned for that, where we are gonna have a lot less resources to work with. But yeah, probably should have done the normal build for Black Lightning and not even have Flash here. However, Flash is gonna allow me to get infinite power easier, I guess, because he also reduces the cost of my specials. Yeah, that's the Red Hood super move. Okay. And two of them seem to activate infinite power. Please don't lose it. We're just gonna spam this. Oh, that animation is actually longer than expected. And that hazard dot is not really looking that great. We'll see. Might as well super move here. Yeah, like the animation is to an extent instant, but he backs off. If he didn't back off, the animation would be instant. And the dot damage not looking very promising. Like, I think that this does better than Batman is holding. I mean, Batman 2, with the recent video that I did, when you back off, it's gonna hold the enemy in place, but this is really holding the enemy in place properly. But the damage part of it doesn't seem great. And it doesn't seem to stack as well because of the longer animation yet again. This was another thing that was your guys' idea. I saw it dropped at some point in the comments, so I was like, okay, we might as well do this. But this really doesn't necessarily look like it's got any potential. We're probably gonna do an amount of damage that might look pretty decent to you at the end of this. But just know that they have a ton of passive stats here. I am one level of chakra away from being maxed out in terms of how many passive stats you can possibly have from 2 artifacts. But yeah, we're gonna try them on the secondary account too, because I'm curious if I can buff the dot damage, because I think it's hazard dot, so it's probably buffable by Johnson Green Lantern. We'll also drop a classic Wonder Woman in there, and we might have a bit of a better outcome than here. But this is definitely not looking too promising. And yet again, it mainly comes down to animations. And it makes a difference. Even the smallest additional duration, the animation makes a difference, because it dictates how many of those you can have active at the same time on the enemy, constantly damaging them. You have something that takes like 0.9 seconds to apply, and then you have an ability that takes 0.5 seconds to apply. It's gonna be an enormous difference, even though it doesn't seem like it when you're using puppets. But yeah, this was overall pretty goddamn trash. How much is this? Does this break 300 mil? Not 200. 20 mil, yeah, this is garbage. Let's see if we can buff this in any way on the secondary counts, though there we have lower passive stats in the first place, but yeah, we'll see how it goes. Okay, so on the secondary counts, we're actually gonna try to put a Jonas Green Lantern there to increase the hazard dot damage. We're gonna see how relevant that is. Again, this is a build that kind of relies on flash, sadly, and I am too lazy to change it at the moment. If I decide to ever do a video on this, man, I'm probably gonna change it, because doesn't seem like it's the most optimal thing anymore, especially with Puppet, because with other artifacts you would still have a reason to have Flash in there anyway for the power cost reduction, so you're like, yeah, why shouldn't I get more attack from the gears if I can get some crit chance and some crit damage from that, man? But with Puppet it's not relevant to have the reduced power cost. But we're gonna see how John does here for him. It's probably gonna be worse than on the main account because we have lower passive stats, but we're gonna see how that goes. But yeah, Black Lightning does not seem the best idea. But stay tuned for my boy Multiverse Mr. Freeze. About that one, I'm quite excited for some reasons that you're gonna see later in this video. But yeah, Sword of Salvation is gonna help me power generate quite a lot. What? Oh, we also did not apply any goddamn negative effects. Bro, what? Did I forget to equip puppets? No, there's the burning effects. Okay, that's infinite power, please don't lose it. Okay, there we go. I have no idea what happened there. Like, I know he blocked some of them. But that was definitely weird. Yeah, this is still pretty bad. As well super move, I guess. And because somebody in the comments will be like, why don't you use the third special? I guess we might as well. This team is not good for using the third special, because then John doesn't do anything for me, because the third special is not hazard dots. And the third special is a very long animation. That's the main problem with it. The damage is not bad on it, but it's a very long animation, and it also knocks the enemy down, so you're gonna have to wait a lot. Yeah, I mean, Black Lightning is not it, and I'm not mad about spending some time to work on him a bit and optimize the build a bit. Because, hey, he might have worked, and in that case I would have been happy he worked well. It happens, and this was an idea that you guys have put in the comments in previous videos. I don't remember who exactly did it, but somebody mentioned this in the comments. It's all your fault. It's all your fault. I'm kidding. Like, hey, if you have an idea, put it in the comments. If it's a dumb idea, I'm probably still gonna do it. But this one is not worth using. This is so not worth using. And it all comes down to the animation, because it seems like the damage from the special twos does stack, so the more special twos you have active at the same time, the more damage the enemy is gonna take. Problem is you don't have that many of them active at the same time. But all being said, thanks so much for watching. Like the video if you liked it, dislike if you disliked it, and I'll see you on the next one. Goodbye!